The IATA AGM has reaffirmed its support for the ICAO CORSIA scheme. They've confirmed the commitment of all airlines to move ahead with the monitoring and reporting of their emissions under the CORSIA scheme. And then we've also called on all governments to volunteer to participate in CORSIA in its early stages, and called upon all governments to reaffirm the principles that the CORSIA scheme is built on, in particular the idea that it should be the only and uniform measure to deal with international aviation's CO2 impact. There's a lot going on within the sector as far as CO2 mitigation and reduction is concerned. A lot of work on new aircraft technology, a lot of work on electrification, and we see some solutions potentially coming online in the 2035 timeframe. But where I really see the most exciting developments is in the area of sustainable aviation fuel. We've now had nearly 200,000 commercial flights using a blend of sustainable aviation fuel. There's regular announcements of new projects. Just last week, KLM in the Netherlands, and many others coming online in the coming weeks. So we think that's an area where we could potentially see a significant uptick in the use of sustainable aviation fuel in aviation, and that's a very positive development. Well, I think it's really healthy that everyone in society is asking themselves how they're impacting on climate change, and aviation is no different. We're an industry which needs to think about how we impact on climate change, and it's something that we've done. We've taken a very responsible and proactive approach to it. We have in place a plan and a strategy to reduce our CO2 emissions by 50% by 2050. We want to call on the industry to go for even more ambition in the coming years on that. But it's an area where we are looking into it. We have a plan in place, and I believe that should reassure the flying public that aviation is a very responsible industry as far as climate impact is concerned.